Israel, this is actually the 5th time that this has happened, but it's also the biggest protest by lawyers in Hong Kong. And they don't come out very often because they don't want to be seen to be interfering with the city's politics. And they only come out if they see that something is going to affect Hong Kong's one country, two systems policy. And the chairman of the Bar Association said that if this law was going to be passed, it would be one country. And what he's saying there is that when Hong Kong was handed back to China in 1997, there was this policy put in place called One Country, Two Systems, which allows Hong Kong to have a separate independent judiciary and a degree of autonomy and freedoms that China doesn't enjoy, like the freedom of assembly. And if this was to pass, then that would basically erode the freedoms that Hong Kong enjoys.
Now, we've already referenced Beijing's justification for these proposals. What's the position of the Hong Kong government?
So the Hong Kong government says, look, we've put broad safeguards in place. They say that this is only going to be serious offences, so like murder and kidnapping and stuff like that. Anything, they've scrapped economic offences. They say that no one will be be extradited if they're going to face the death penalty. And they've also said that judges will be the gatekeeper of extradition requests. But that's where people have a problem with, because they say that this is actually going to put a lot of pressure on judges because of Hong Kong's closer relationship with Beijing.
So what happens now? These two positions don't fit together.
So there's another protest that's happening on Sunday. It's going to be one of the biggest protests. They're expecting more than 100,000 people. So many people are saying it would be as big as the 2014 umbrella protests. And you know, one thing actually I also want to say is that what people have a problem with is how quickly that this is being pushed through. Normally a law like this would take 12 to 14 months. There would be a process of consultations with the Bar Association, the Law Association. That hasn't happened. So what people are upset about is how quickly this is being pushed through. And that's what they're also protesting about.